Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Mathematics with Dr. SR. In this video, I'll discuss few percent problems. So here the first question is, what is 45% of 200? Now we have to solve this. As I discussed in the previous video, that what are the strategic replacement we need to do in order to solve this kind of problem. We will replace what with x is equal percent 1 upon 100 of with multiplication. So the question we can write like x is 45. Now percent 1 upon 100, we can write 45 upon 100 of, we can replace with multiplication and 200 as it is. Now we need to simplify it, and when we'll simplify it, we can get x equal to 90. So this is the solution to this question. Now the next is, next question is 90 is, we will take the same question and we will just rearrange the question a bit to understand that how we can solve different percentage problem. Now 90 is 45% of what number? Now here you can see that 45% of 200 is this one. Now what was the number? This is already, we know that, but here we will learn that how we can simplify different questions. So here how we can solve, again we will use just those replacement. 90 is 45% 1 upon 100 of with multiplication, and what number? That would be x. Now we need to simplify it. We will to simplify, we will shift this x to here, and now we will end up with 90 multiply by, as we will shift this fraction to the other side, it will be reverse. So 100 upon 45. Now again we need to simplify, and we will left with 200. So this would be the solution to the second question. Now the third one is 90 is what percent of 200? How we can solve? Again we will use replacement. Here in all places we are using the replacement which I already discussed in earlier video. So here I will rewrite those, that you can replace what with x, then percent with either in this form or this form. You can replace, अगर इस तरह से भी दिया होगा क्वेश्चन में, जैसे वर्ड प्रॉब्लम में बाज़ जगह पे आप देखेंगे तो वहाँ पे आपको उसको भी 1 upon 100 में ही कन्वर्ट करना होगा. आपको x से करना होगा, सॉरी मल्टीप्लिकेशन से, एंड इज़ with equal sign, with equality. So these are the replacement which you need to follow in order to simplify the question. Now here we have again 90 is what percent of 200? So here 90 is with equal what percent? So x for what and percent 1 upon 100. So that would be 1 upon 100. We can write it as x upon 100 of with multiplication and 200 as it is. Now again we need to simplify it, and in order to do that we will just do a bit manipulation here. We will shift the terms and this reciprocal will be 100, this one to 200, as we will shift this to other side. This is 200 upon 100. When we will shift this to other side it will be 100 upon 200. Now we will left with x equal to, its simplification would be 45. So this would be the solution to that problem. Now third question is fourth is Sarfaraz gave 20% of his baseball cards to Ali and 15% to Umer. If he still had 520 cards, how many did he have originally? So we need to solve this problem. Now here you can see that here the originally, as he gave a 20% to Ali and 15% to Umar. This means originally he had 100%. Originally Sarfaraz had 100% of the cards. It means all of them. Before, all cards were with him. Then he gave to Ali how many? 20%. Then to Umar 15%. It means in total he gave 35% to both of them. This implies he has now, or he left with the cards. How many? 100% minus 35%. So that would be 65%. Now he has 65%. But what we need to tell that if he still had 520 cards, how many did he have originally? Now we need to tell the number of cards, how many he has left. So as we know that he had 520 cards, still he had now we know that after giving 20%, 15%, 35% to both of them, to Ali and Umer, he had now 520 cards. As we know that he had 100%, but we don't know the number of cards, how many cards he had at the start. We know that that was the 100%, but we need to know the exact amount of those cards. So 520, now we will solve it, that we know that he left with 520. Now 520 is 65%. We know that he left with 65%. Now we need to know that 520 is 65% of what number? And now here again we will use the replacements. So 520 is 65% of what number? X. Now we need to simplify this equation for the variable x, that we want to know the number of cards he had originally when he started the game. So we will simplify. In order to simplify, we will do here again few manipulation and we will get the result 65. So we will reverse this fraction. When we will simplify it, then we will left with 800. So this would be the solution. Now fifth question is, if 25 students took an exam and 4 of them failed, what percent of them passed? So how we can solve this? Now we know that 25 students took an exam, so total number of students is 25 and 4 of them failed. So the number of failed students four. What percent of them passed? Okay, now we need to know that what are the number of students passed. Then we will convert that into the percentage, that what is the percent of that passed students out of 25. In total we have 25. So first of all we will find out that what is the number of passed students. Number of passed students will be 25 minus 4, that would be 21. So 21 students passed out of 25. But the question is about the percent. What percent of them passed? So we need to know that this 21 is what percent of total students. So total is 25. 21 is what percent of 25. And again here we will use those replacement, that 21 is what percent of and 25. When we'll simplify it, we will do a bit manipulation here. So that would be 21 multiply 100 upon 25. So we will simplify it and we will get 84%. This would be the solution. Number of past students are 84% out of 25, because number of past students is 21 and failed 4. In this way 84 is the percent of past students. And also we can solve this in the fraction like another way, the same thing. If we get 21 students are passed, so we have now this fraction 21 upon 25, because in total we have 25 students, number of pass 21, and now we have this fraction and we can convert this fraction into the percentage. First of all, we need to extend this to the 100. So we will multiply by 4 here, and similarly on the numerator as well. So we will get here 84 upon 100. This would be 84.84. And now to convert this fraction, first we will convert into the decimal and then we will multiply by the 100. So we will get that in percent form, that would be 84%. We can choose any either of the way in order to find the total number of past students, percentage of total number of past students.